Today's video is about playing with your children. And I have 5 children. I have a 3-year-old, a 6-year-old, an 8-year-old, a 14-year-old, and an 18-year-old. Obviously, my 18-year-old, we don't play. Once in a while, we can play video games together, but most of the time, it's about quality time with them. It's about just talking and what's going on in her life, and maybe just getting a cup of coffee together or going to the movies. Simple things like that. Then I have a 14-year-old who just loves Legos, and I am a huge Lego person. I love Legos. I love making new sets, creating neighborhoods, houses, and so on. But I struggle with the younger ones, the 3-year-old, the 6-year-old, the 8-year-old. I mean, they can play all day, and they have. I mean, they've played the same thing for like half the day. It's crazy. I don't know how kids do it. I don't know how I just don't. They have so much energy. Like, I don't get it. And so my 6 and 8-year-old love to play Barbie dolls. I struggle with that sometimes. I really do. I'm so over Barbies. And maybe because, I have 2 older girls and that's all, we played Barbies a lot. So about after 5 minutes, I'm like, I'm done playing with Barbie dolls. But, sacrifices we make as parents, right? But I have realized over the years what seems to work and to make it really enjoyable for me and for the kids is I see what each kid is into. And so, for example, my 3-year-old, he loves dinosaurs. He loves coloring and drawing. He loves Magna-Tiles, and he loves Mega Bloks, Duplos, And so what I'll do is I'll think of the things he likes to play, but then I'll think of the stuff that I enjoy playing. Well, I love Magna-Tiles. I don't know what it is about Magna-Tiles. I think they're super cool, and I can play with them for a long time. Coloring and drawing, love that too. And Mega Bloks, come on, just bigger version of Legos. I'm there. So I'll say, hey, buddy, do you want to play with mommy? And they get super excited because you're coming to them and saying, I want to play before they have a chance to come to you. So they think it's super cool. And then you're like, okay, do you want to play Magna-Tiles? Do you want to play Mega Bloks and build stuff? Or do you want to color and draw? And they get super excited because they get to choose. Like, even though you're giving them the options and either one you're thrilled about, they feel like they have the choice. And he'll be like, Magna-Tiles. I'm like, sweet. And the cool thing about that is you enjoy playing with it. So you're going to play much longer and you're going to really have fun with it. And so the cool thing is we'll be playing and some of the other kids will walk by and they're like, oh, can I join you? Or they just start picking up and building stuff. And then when we have these big towers built, my son will be like, I'm like a dinosaur, rah, or King Kong, and he'll knock them down and everybody will laugh because, we're just silly about it. And then we build up again. And seriously, next thing you know, it's like 30 minutes later. And not only have you played with one kid, but you played with multiple kids. And we're all playing together. And it's just building those core memories. And that's so important for me, and that's something that they'll always remember. And it's just a really special moment that, you're having with your children and you're truly enjoying it. It's not like you're dreading, be like, oh my goodness, I really don't want to play with that. And sometimes it's hard, especially when you have more than one child. It can be a lot because you're trying to fulfill all those needs for each child. And it can even be something as simple as like, hey, let's take a walk around the block and let's see how many bugs we can find or what kind of bugs we can find. Or my kids like finding those weeds. They're actual weeds. And they have the white things and you blow on them and they fly everywhere. I don't know what they're called, but that, they are pretty cool. So the kids will look for that and we'll blow on that. But it's really cool what kids can find because they're at a whole different level. They're at a different eye level and they can see things and pick out bugs and odd things much faster than we can. And we've found some pretty cool things on our walks, and that's spending time and making memories. And, kids don't require a lot. Kids are very simple, and I think we forget that as parents because we just make things more complex. than what they really need to be. But kids are real simple, and they just want your time. They want your attention. They just want to feel loved. They want to feel heard. And so picking 3 things that you like to do and letting them choose, they think it's super cool because they get to choose. So I encourage you today to pick 3 things that you love doing, let your child choose it, and just have fun with it. Because you know what? Next thing you know, they're going to be 18 and they're not going to want to play Magna-Tiles. They're not going to want to play blocks with you. They're not going to want to color with you. And those are going to be your core memories. And so I encourage you today, pick 3 things and make those core memories and enjoy the time with you have with your littles, because one day they're not going to be little.